All right. Well, here we go. A little bit of Thrive Heavy Lies the Crown. First game of this, so let's get into it. Select your province. Well, I do not know what the difference is between. Which name do I like the best? Asnor, Edith, Meladinu, Drenalth, Oshath, Nor, Onor, Ornor, Onor. Oh no, is what I'll call it. Anyway, Upidin, Upidin, or is it Upidini? Upidin. Okay. No, Suia. Okay, well, I think Dranoth is the name I like to. Oh, resource. Like they all have the same resources. Flag should we go with? You know what? That dog is calling to me. Oh. Pink dog for a color? I don't know. Kinda wish I could go backwards. With a white dog on background. Dog. I guess we'll go, normal or hard? We'll go normal. So yeah, game's in early access. Apparently Canadian, so at least got money from a Canadian fund. So I went, okay, well, cool. So 2 months, the fall of Aldamore, since you gathered up the survivors and set forth toward a new home. Nissamore is the future, land free from the terrors of the past. You'll raise up a new kingdom guided by the loyal advisors who form your Curia? Your advisors are quite knowledgeable, but none can deny their own self-interest. Each has a plan for your reign. In the end, you alone must set the tone of your rule. Where do your interests lie? Rise of vigilance, guard, but unbroken. Prosperity, pursuit ensures a bountiful future. Where wisdom is grown, little fear remains. I'll go with prosperity. Would you like to play the tutorial? I'm gonna have to say yes rather than skip it because I don't know what's going on. Okay, well done, Your Majesty. Now that you've found our new home, let's move our caravan to the location best suited for our keep. Once there, select the caravan, the deploy button to prepare the keep's construction. The information pane that appears, click keep button. Place the blueprint where you wish to build. Every kingdom receives one keep. As a hub of government established. Okay. Information. Click on a unit to select them. Click drag to select a group of units. Click to issue move command. Okay, so it's kind of standard. Where should we go? I have no idea what a good spot is compared to a bad spot. So I'm just going to say right here in the center. Okay, was I not paying attention? How do I deploy the caravan? Oh, right there. Right, well, we just deployed the shit out of that caravan. Primitive stockpile is an essential hub for all resources gathered and distributed within its area of influence. A stockpile must be located within a range of work sites so the builders can complete their duties. And there is a number of these structures across your kingdom to reach expands. As your reach expands, ensure that your workforce can properly operate. At the bottom of your screen, note the build menu. Here you'll find every available building you can construct. Select the logistics button, locate the primitive stockpile within, and construct one to continue. Okay, logistics. Primitive stockpile. I guess we'll slap that bad boy down here. Establishment of gathering managing resources. Build menu at the bottom, where you'll find every available building you can construct within it. Navigate logistics and farms tabs. Construct stockpile, logger camp, quarry camp, and food stores. Food stores is the next one. Their essential backbone of your fledgling community are essential to ensure success. You have these established 60 logs and 80 rough stone. This should provide you with sufficient materials to begin further construction. Okay. Oh, RNT. This reminds me a lot of Farthest Frontier. Establish a means of gathering and managing your resources. Oh, that one's already done? Okay. Provide a population with shelter, but two critical needs still must be met to ensure their well-being. Apples and firewood. Build an apple orchard. A wood chopper. The apple orchard must be placed within an area of interest. First, while the wood chopper must be located in that of the primitive stockpile. Build this wood chopper. Bad boy right there. Boom. That is where we will chop the wood. Multiple issues. Structure needs road access. And without dirt roads, your citizens will struggle to successfully deliver their goods. Roads allow for a swift flow of traffic as residents can move between sites faster. Most structures require a road connection to be operational. Select the Logistics tab, Build menu, and then find select the road tool. Click and drag the road across a road. Place a road between your food stores and your primitive stockpile. Your people should be able to begin resource deliveries without further delay. Summary of available resources is displayed at the top right of your screen. You can customize the resources displayed by clicking on them and selecting the replacement you would like to view in the spot. Try this now. Okay. Place cider with logs. Speaking of logs on there twice. Next, let's place a well in an area of the settlement where you intend to house residents. And job sites will then have access to fresh water within its area of interest, I guess. Which is essential to meeting the needs of your settlers, fighting fires and providing ample supply to firehouse, growing food, and later supplying aqueducts. Multiple wells in an area overlapping areas of interest. Them is slightly sufficient due to sharing the same groundwater source. Holy crap, that reminds me a lot of um intended. That's a well right there, isn't it? Well, well, well. Guess we'll build the houses. Okay, homes provide each class of citizen with security while also providing you with insight into residents' happiness and well-being to prepare new arrivals. You should construct the type of housing that they desire. Let's make use of the logs and rough stone. Stockpiling earlier, 10 farmers' houses so others have a place to call home. They're constructing additional homes to encourage local use instead. Join our community. Niceans? Whatever. Farmhouses are located in the build menu within the farm tab. Happiness directly correlates how many citizens are able to inhabit it. Farmers require at least 2 other needs to be met to be willing to move in. Additional needs must be fulfilled in order to increase occupancy. Okay. Once again, very, very much like Farthest Frontier. Ooh, is he within the space there? Hit it. Hit. Oh, food stores in range. Okay. Means, I cancel. Um, another. Don't know what all this means. Okay. I'm guessing that food store should get all of our resources back. We thought this had its own well. Oh well. Well, ideal. But we'll go with it. Then range you everything. We're almost there. To understand the function of each of the various structures you can build, simply click on the Help menu button located on the side of the information pane. This will reveal important information about the selected structure. Try this now by clicking on a farm assist and finding the Help button. Click to view it. Okay. That Help button. See what we're getting here. Okay. Main structures 202. Almost every building has information within the help that panel can be viewed at any time. Require information for the purpose and functionality of the building. You'll find necessary details here. To continue expanding the highlighted topic within the help panel, to get more details about the subject. People are only willing to move into these spaces once the required needs are provided. Additional needs are met, the maximum occupancy will increase. I think it already said this. Requirements of each class can greatly differ from one another, so pay close attention to the items they rely upon. The higher the population of the home, the greater the tax levies gained. Oh, measure of a citizen or soldier's building's current condition. When it reaches 0, that unit is destroyed. Killed. A wounded citizen or soldier heals over time. There's access to a food source. And okay, well, I was in the middle of reading that. Anyway, you can monitor the current happiness of your people in the resource bar. By hovering over it, you can view more detailed breakdown of how each class is feeling. This icon adjusts color to represent present level. So green. We were at red. We were right there. Low happiness can significantly impact your province. Following effects may result income is reduced, production decreases, increased chance of disease, increased emigration. Destroyed building can be raised or repaired. Doing so cost resources. Okay. There's all that stuff. 20 or more individuals of the same class are discontent. There's a chance that they may begin to revolt. During these protests, affected citizens suffer the following. Production at affected buildings is reduced by 50%, and class income is reduced by 25% per class. This is cumulative. Okay. The job menu can be used to effectively manage work sites and job priorities. The job's importance can be adjusted by clicking and dragging or clicking the corresponding buttons. To raise or lower the job on a list, the highest priority job is always listed at the top. Let's ensure the Kingdom's job sites are ready efficiently. Open the job menu now. Oh, there. Job menu. Okay, the wood chopper you recently built can be more efficiently run. Adjust its priority by dragging the wood chopper to the top of the list. By clicking the highlighted arrows, right of attention. We're going to drag it up there. View the job detail of the other classes of citizens or investigate job efficiency in other provinces. You're going to use the tabs located at the top section of the jobs menu. For an in-depth information, most menus and elements, click on the help button at the top right of this panel at any time. Okay. Citizens' needs for supplies are being outpace our ability to produce. We should look to increase our farm population to at least 40. Once complete, build a hemp farmer, outfitter, and fermenter to further meet the needs of the farmer class, which will attract more people to the settlement. Once these structures are in place, we need to focus our attention on crafting highly valued resources. To start, let's produce 50 of each, cider and hemp clothing. We may need to establish apple orchards or wood choppers to meet these demands. Don't forget to adjust employment within jobs menus to maximize your potential output. Happiness directly correlates to how many citizens are able to inhabit a given home. Blah blah. Had that. I mean to zoom out like that. But. Okay, so these are build a hemp farm, build a fermenter. I think we need another food stores, another well. All right. Well, maybe we should have built these further away from the... Um, we're doing the... Well, doesn't go far enough, huh? Okay. Jobs menu. I let's say settling in. I got new people. Yeah, we got one. Okay. Our farmers joined our... Um, build a few more farmhouses up there. Telling your foundation of your settlement has been laid. Not much must be done to encourage its growth. Curia, a small group of advisors will help you find your way. Chancellor Bodhi Declan and Duke Donovan Stanton are those who remain from the fallen king's Curia. Sir Ocean Hayward, a trusted knight and friend, has been added to round off the group. Together you must determine where you best focus your efforts in the fledgling king. The solution is easily found, Your Majesty. I'm not going to do voices. Your Majesty, without our people, we would not have come this far. Their resilience should be rewarded, instilling confidence and joy. True, Chancellor, that we've overcome much. The tragedies of the past are but a few steps behind us. This is why we should focus on securing and protecting what we're starting here. Only with a strong defense can we find the courage to rise once more. Both reasonable positions, gentlemen. Yes, Your Highness, reasonable to be certain, yet both overlook what most reliably maintains and grows a kingdom. Its coffers. Without sufficient coin, it will be difficult to grow beyond simply thatch and stone. We must inspire the people. There's a guy wearing a big ruby around his neck. Hmm. Fair points. All our citizens security are our citizens security, our wealth, all important to our foundations. Make your choice. Safety first, above all else. How best can we help our people? You choose coin over citizens or security. I think we're going to help our people. Kindness. Without procurement of life's necessities, we cannot flourish. Let's focus our attention on food, shelter, and other essentials so that we have the strength to grow our kingdom. Strength can only be nurtured through creating a proper defense, Your Highness. Chancellor means well, but given the fear these people still hold, we must let them feel secure. Food security is secure. Hey, food is security, Hayward, as is shelter. Okay. I agree, Chancellor, but going with that, I don't want to hear from you. Gain 250 apples. Chancellor Declan is grateful your support, informs you that the farmers, have brought enough apples to support the early food needs of your settlement. That event's complete. That's producing water. I guess we'll houses on the other side. I mean, I want to use all our upkeep on. I guess now we're at like 117 rather than wherever the hell we were before. That gave us nothing back. Okay, well, I guess that means we got to really be careful about where we're setting stuff. It feels, maybe we didn't actually use any yet. So, bye. That'll let us bring in a bunch more. Guess we gotta wait for that to be built before they can build anything else in the area. Okay. Well, that is good to know. Okay, well, back to the farmer stuff. We need a hemp farm. Put it down here. Hmm. Yeah, we'll put some trees through there later on. We build. Now we can build these guys. Okay, well, that'll. Oh, the rock camp is gone. Well, can we only have one? Yeah, we can. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Guess you guys got a point there. So, oh, get them with protected with stockpile available. Right? That means we gotta go over tell the stockpile. Bad boy. Hmm. Cider. Got no apples? We need another apple or way to see how many unemployed. 54 unemployed people. Hmm. I think that means we need a few more apples. This costs nothing to build also, right? So now you guys are trying to make cider? Firewood, huh? Chop up a bit more firewood then. Damn, we got a lot of them. 11 there no matter what. I think this is another one we should probably move down here. Now we're making cider. We are now making... The guy making cider is named Dickens. It is called Dickens Cider. Okay. God, I love being immature. Good times. Okay. Edicts are laws and regulations unlocked through your choices that provide both transformative benefits and drawbacks to your kingdom while they're active. Click the Edict button on the status pane to open the corresponding menu. That'll be right here next to jobs. Forced labor. Kingdom can flourish only when its citizens are committed to its prosperity. Those working classes must press to ensure that production increases. Happiness may suffer in the short term. The abundance gained will prove worth their efforts. Edict can bring a great deal of utility and specialization to your kingdom, so it's always worth the cost to make use of them. Take them open to open the help panel, the highlight help panel. The highlight button to familiarize yourself with these useful regulations and their functions. Well, we'll take a moment and do that. Activating edicts. Activating edicts, simply click on the checkbox. Activating edict costs income each day. The edict is activated, it remains until you elect to disable it or until you cannot afford to maintain its upkeep any longer. If it has been disabled by any means, there is a cooldown that must expire before enabling that edict again. Time is right to explore the Tome of Knowledge. Click the highlighted button to begin. Okay. Cooldown. I think we'll them later on. Okay, so Tome of Knowledge is over here. The Tome of Knowledge represents the learning, education, and technological know-how of your kingdom. Terrain expands, so too will your capability in various disciplines. Divided into tiers, which represent the technological level of your kingdom and the influence of your kingdom. To reach the next tier, you must first meet the list of prerequisites. Once this is achieved, you can unlock that tier, access its researchable expertise. Knowledge 35, if you have the prerequisites to unlock the first tier of expertise, and expertise provides a permanent bonus and penalty to a particular aspect of your kingdom, allowing you to specialize structures to best suit your ideals. Each applies benefits and penalties to your kingdom. Click Tier 1 section to expand window and reveal any available expertise you have to access to. Some areas of expertise are unlocked only through events. Okay. Selecting expertise will expand it to provide additional details. Each expertise provides 2 to 3 possible options, of which you may select only one. This choice cannot be undone, so choose wisely. Once your selection is made, the resource cost requirements for the expertise are consumed and the benefit immediately applied. Completing research takes time, however, and the duration is listed along with the cost. Okay. Masteries are similar to expertise, but can only be obtained through in-game events. Each provides a significant benefit to your kingdom. Unlike an expertise, there are no downsides to masteries. Their cost may seem high, but it reflects their transformative power throughout your kingdom. You may only activate 3 masteries at a time, so choose wisely. If you choose a different mastery later on, you may reset your mastery points using the respec button at the top left of the masteries page. Okay. Undiscovered. Costs $100. Skilled labor. Now that you've attracted laborers, a variety of buildings can be accessed. They should be constructed so that we might meet the needs of these talented newly arrived citizens. First, construct a lumberyard to produce planks. The material is essential to the construction of most labor buildings. It allows you to construct taverns, trader huts, craftsmen. Finally, you'll need 5 laborer houses, which provide respite for this new class after a long day of work. Don't forget to adjust your worker priorities in the job menu to ensure each structure is running efficiently. It'll take a little while to produce enough planks, so now would be a great time to add additional primitive stockpiles of food stores or enact an edict or research and expertise. Okay. Um. So, hmm. Uh, hmm. All these different pluses and minuses. Area effective wells increases by 35%, but their protection decreases by 30%. Well production is increased by 50%, but this requires sacrificing 20% additional storage space. Increase the yield by 100%, require an employee increase of 50. Apple orchard production increased by 50%, but such swiftness reduced the yield apples by 25%. So this unlock stockpiles doesn't actually seem like it's got any minuses. Plus there appears to only be one thing you can do. So confirm lock stockpile, I guess. Lumberyard. They already did that. I don't know what copper. That's the lumberyard? Yeah, there we go. The tavern, construct 5 labor houses, a trader's hut. Yeah. With infection-free zone, we were down to one thing left to do, which would have been like fight the military. So I was like, that's not enough for a stream, and I've done enough with that game. I mean, definitely has potential. That's how I feel about it. Really does have the bones of a very good game there. And that unique feature of like you're in any city in the world is I think one of the coolest features I've ever seen in a game. So And when I bought that infection-free zone, I bought like, you know, a couple different random city builders at the same time. This is the one of the other ones. What I always have with this, I'm like, there's a proper way to build this. I just don't know how to do it yet. And rather than just being like, well, I'll learn as I go along, it's like, oh no, I gotta make sure I'm doing it right now. And I get all uneasy about building anything. Okay, so the tavern. A lot of space. Trader's hut. Where's this trader's hut? What the heck? Just toss them down there. It reminds me a lot of Farthest Frontier. Like, a lot. Although it seems like you're making multiple settlements in this. Like, you can zoom way out here, and then you see this is the province you're in right now. So I'm guessing we expand back over this way. And perhaps we have to fight these guys. I don't know yet. Find out as we go on. Okay. Our traders had established we should focus on locating unique valuable resources, wheat, iron, and fish. They're not found in our starting province. However, provinces nearby we may find such goods in abundance. Take a moment to build a caravan from within. The logistics tab, once constructed, we'll need to move it into a trader's hut to begin loading it. Okay. So I guess we're just supposed to go settle them. Man. This could be either a very good or very bad mechanic. Here the soil is rich on its surface, but the farmers doubted stability, mere feet below, which could inhibit the growth of rich, reliable produce. Chancellor Declan comes to discuss these great concerns with you. Okay. Majesty, farmers are wary. They fear the soil in this new land is not keen for growth. Okay. Chancellor Declan, as we travel to Nissamore, many of its fields were lush and abundant. Such flora can't arise from spoiled earth. Still, the farmers are struggling. It's possible the locals have knowledge or skills unknown to us. How different can things truly be here? But I'm no farmer, and growing crops is essential to our survival. May be able to study land, though that could take a bit, or find someone local with greater understanding. Okay. What do we want to respond? I want to say land is land, Chancellor. Do you believe farmers have forgotten their craft? But perhaps it would be wise to secure a farmer knows these lands. Do you think it possible? I think we should go with that. That's the prudent approach, I think. I believe it's entirely possible, Highness, with the right scout and offer. Their knowledge will prove invaluable to us, I have no doubt. What can be gained outweighs any potential risks. It is a risk to be certain, but I trust your judgment, Chancellor. Okay. Yet, is it right to doubt the knowledge of our own farmers? Hey, if they knew what they were doing, they'd do it. Like, I mean, come on, man. A willingness to learn will help us succeed where Aldemore faltered. Still, we cannot spare more time. Okay. Scale will be sent to retain local seasoned farmer. They and theirs will be offered a home and land amongst your settlement. Trade for their knowledge and skill. Okay. Why are these guys upset? Not enough firewood or cider and stuff? Okay, cool. So we need more firewood being built. I guess these guys are using some of it. Copper. Craftsman's making rope. Yeah. Yeah, it could be good. Frankly, it hasn't wowed me right away. And the whole, like, hey, we're gonna have to build in other provinces to get decent things off the start. That reminds me a lot of SimCity 4, I think it was, or maybe... Yeah, I think it was SimCity 4, and that turned me off that whole game. So every time I see that, it always... immediately like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not liking this. But, you know, hey, give it a chance. Okay. I parked the caravan at the trader's hut. We can begin to load it with goods and personnel required to found a new settlement. When you're ready, click on the trader's hut and highlight auto load button within. This will prompt your workers to stow all necessary goods. Okay. They were upset they didn't have enough hemp clothing. Now, how much? Do we have enough hemp? Yep. 10 hemp. So we need more hemp clothing being built. Okay. Click the highlighted button to remove the caravan from the trader's hut. The materials for a new settlement now stowed. We should set our sights on a province with conditions necessary to grow wheat. Precious stable will increase our variety of rations. Once you've decided on a destination, click the desired location and bring the caravan there. Okay. So, police caravan. What do we, they make wheat here, right? No. Yeah, and there it goes. There it goes. What the hell are you all upset? We need another hemp farm, I think, also. The soil is perfect for growing wheat, Your Highness. You should explore our caravan and construct the foundations of our new outpost so we can begin to harvest it. To establish a new settlement, we must build a trader's hut. Click the deployed caravan from the information pane, select the trader's hut button. Built this province will officially belong to you, allowing construction of other buildings via the build menu. Now well in your reign, expanding your reign. Do I go out here? Okay. Wow. So it really is making us set up a bunch of different settlements. I'm not so sure about that, but I will try it. Oh. So it's similar but not the same. Okay. Spring will require some fresh hands, so we'll need to build up this new settlement. Setting up housing and supply chains of this new province will allow for exchange of much needed goods between provinces. Once you've created the necessary infrastructure to support the population, you should plant wheat for them to tend. This will provide us with access to better food, thus happier people. Additional information. Caravans may be utilized to move resources along roads between provinces. Be done manually for a one-time transfer by establishing trade routes, which move specified resources between provinces until that route is either stopped or destroyed. Okay. Come on. Let me click on this damn thing. Okay. Pop those down here. Farms. Suppose these guys need houses, huh? Probably need stockpiles and whatnot. I guess we'll put them. Oh, this might be the best spot. We'll build our little community. My bad. That is not what I wanted to build there. Okay. Well. And again. Actually, Both of these. Hmm. Okay. Well, they'll build their houses pretty soon. Need what, firewood now? Okay. Some farmhouses there. I still need apples? Okay, need apples, huh? Okay, well, I guess then we're almost an apple or... Oh, we got some whispers. Well, Graham whispers. Mr. Hayward has come to you with an unsettling report. The corpses of 3 animals, guts removed, adorn a makeshift altar within a farmer's house. Scents of rotten incense linger in the air. Strange blood markings on the walls indicate that a ritual had taken place. You and Hayward try to make sense of what has occurred. I believe in religious freedom, so if they want to, gut some animals, I'm not going to take it as a bad thing. Speak plainly, Ocean. Ocean. Ocean? Anyway, what do you make of the scene? I've seen nothing like it before. Whoever conducted this ritual must be from these lands. There were unusual symbols on the walls of the main room, centered around the altar. Upon the altar, the remains of 3 animals, their hearts pulled from them missing. Encircling these corpses, those crystals, the ones that sprang up around the province. Curious. I'd like to know more. What could these strange symbols on the walls mean? Strange crystals. Are those native to Nisamor? Why do you believe the 3 hearts were taken? Okay, I'm gonna ask about the crystals. Yes, like those found in the field. Meadows, well, they spring up in all manner of places in Newsom. Nothing like them has ever existed in Aldemore. These are the magenta ones, those that seem to cause confusion and lightheadedness when nearby. Very same. At their core, there appear to be movement. Reminds me of that ill fog that fateful day. Yeah, we had some fog come in and kill the last ruler, so we had to take the crown, which lies heavy on our heads, right? Anyway, perhaps the Chancellor should look into this. If anyone can learn more about them, it would be him. These symbols were unclear. Okay. They're crudely drawn and formed what seemed to be a mixture of mud and blood. Difficult to understand, but perhaps they seem so unfamiliar. Or perhaps because they seem so unfamiliar. Mixture of mud and blood? Perhaps they were images or words. Whatever they were, they seemed significant. No doubt a significant mystery. Okay. What of these stolen hearts? Perhaps they were key to the ritual. Without speaking to those who took them, though, it's unclear. Which creatures were these hearts taken? When we cut from the carcasses of 3 animals, a lynx, a jackal, and an adder. Such peculiar choices. Yet, makes no sense to me either. I want to say thank yous. Good work, Sir Hayward. Clearly there's much about Neesamore we've yet to learn. Now their customs have been thrust upon us. Must develop a greater understanding of this new land and its traditions. How quickly some traditions can be perceived as threats without proper knowledge. All the better to try and learn what occurred here. Should another ritual occur, the consequences could be far more grim. I agree wholeheartedly. We need to find the purpose of this ritual. Where should we start, Your Majesty? Let's say study the crystals, rather than ask about the hearts or symbols. Sir Hayward inquires of the locals who speak of these crystals with deep fondness. They explain that they are whale-kissed, capable of giving great things, but that within them dwells risk. When asked about greater detail, none is given. Okay. That seemed really interesting. Interesting take on what the hell these crystals are all about. Huh. I want to upgrade this one. Like that. I don't get why it keeps making that sound whenever we make a house. Very ominous. Go to our Tome of Knowledge. I'm gonna confirm. Farmer bonus costs more, makes them happier. more wood and we can... But does this food store thing need to be sealed? Oh, I thought it would go a bit further. Employs more people. Okay. Okay, without trade, your economic power is limited and your provinces may suffer from critical supply limitations. Time that you learned how to create trade routes which allow for the exchange of resources with other towns and kingdoms. Many Nisian towns are eager to trade with the Wyrmaxons and Grimrot. The Wyrmaxons and Grimrot will not be interested in what you have to offer. To begin, open the trade menu. Find the button highlighted near the top left corner of your screen, okay? Open up that trade menu. Let's create a trade route. Trade menu contains displays of all your current trade routes throughout. Need some more? It also lists any caravans that are assigned to them. Any trader huts that will stop by along the way. Start a new trade route. Click the Create Trade Route button. Highlight at the top of your panel. Okay. Trade route has now been added to the list, but it requires a caravan to ship your goods. Assign one located. Locate the highlighted button and click it. There, you'll choose a caravan to link trade route. Once assigned, it remains attached to that trade route until that route is deleted, paused, lacks resources, or is unaffordable. Add caravan 1. Caravan is now assigned to your trade route. Displayed under that route's very entry. Next, let's select some trader huts for its visit so we can fill it with goods on its route. Note the new section is located at the bottom of this trader route's entry, currently listed as none. The section refers to the assigned trader huts on this route. 2 entries are always required here. Starting point and a destination. Click the highlighted location button. Select your first trader hut starting point. Okay. Go Danoth. Okay. Now, set up our homes, provinces, trader sets for this new route, which means selecting the resources we want to load onto the caravan when it arrives at this location. There are new provinces lacking basic construction materials. Setting those should prove quite useful for the small population, or to the small population here. To continue, click a blank 10 lot, say 50 lots. Okay. Trade route can't be completed unless the final destination. Sign, click the highlighted button, select the trader site in your new province from the list. Okay, I think we've already done that actually. Okay, your new province is a source of wheat and iron ore, neither of which can be found in your home province. You'll want to send these resources back there for your laborers to make use of. These are what you learned for the first trader site assignment. Add 50 wheat. Send slot destination point. Once completed, these will appear on the receive slot of the initial trader site. You're not required to add resources to each location and can opt to send goods without receiving them in. Okay. Iron ore. We don't actually have any iron ore currently, do we? Oh. No, like... Where's the smelter? We get attacked sooner or later, too. We're gonna have to add these guys in, too. Okay. You know, I know this is kind of short for me. Um, but I think I might be done streaming here today. Like, I'm just, I'm not feeling it. I mean, you know, it's like I want to give it more of a chance, but I'm finding this, more tedious than good. Um, and I mean, I don't want to criticize the game because, you know, I've barely given it a chance, but yeah, I'm finding this just, you know, monotonous and tedious. Like, it's Farthest Frontier, I find does this exact same thing, but better. And, anyway, um, hmm, I just don't feel like I'm not enjoying myself, you know? I'm just kinda going along with what it's saying to do, and I guess that's tutorials, but it's just I'm not I don't know, I'm not feeling it. Anyway, Chancellor Declan brings, you news of a promising development at the Outfitters. A talented seamstress has discovered a new stitch that could greatly increase productivity. Like, frankly, I'm bored of it, like, this isn't these conversations I find are just I mean, they're painful. Anyway, but an exceptional discovery, Your Highness. New stitch truly outpaced the current one. Like, what kind of king would actually give a shit? Like, they stitch clothing together different? Oh my god. Perhaps you should give it a try. How much time was given to such a discovery? Who asked the seamstress to look for a new stitch? What's wrong with maintaining Aldemore's traditions? I'm going to say this because this is probably the most interesting thing to say back. That stitch has worked for generations. Why change what already works? To acquire greater knowledge is a surefire way to ensure our progress, Your Majesty. This new stitch builds upon the past, while greatly increasing our efficiency. It was a great risk, and we've lost enough time to it. Next time someone thinks they know what's best, better ask their highness first. Okay, we will stick to that which we know. Tell them not to indulge in such ideas again, Declan. Okay, the seamstress will sad and agrees to maintain the status quo. She and other outfitters will ensure that Aldemore's tradition lives on, thread by thread. Like, what kind of an event is that? Anyway. I changed our masteries? No, it didn't. Do more expertise, I guess. But yeah, you know, like, I'm just... I don't know how to put it, but I'm just not interested. Like, it's like a... I'm... I don't want to be like, hey, I'm going to quit this game, but I'm not interested in continuing with it. Like, it just... It's not capturing me at all. So, um... I was scared of doing Infected today because I'm like, damn, there's only like, you know, maybe an hour's worth of streaming tops. And this, I feel weird being like, well, I'm an hour and a half in. And I'm finding it, I'm finding this just to be a worse version of Farthest Frontier. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to stop right here because I mean I have no interest in doing what's required to build a smelter out here, rather than, you know, building it back at our original base that we were developing. Um, yeah, because like, I mean, if you played SimCity 4, way back in the day, they had a very similar, kind of structure to this, where it was like you'd build a city, and then you could get up to like 1 or 2,000 people, and they went, "Oh, you need a neighbor to trade with, so now you have to go build a city here. Then you have to build a city here, and then you can grow it to like 10,000 people. Then that's not, you can't go any bigger than that. You have to build a city here, 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 and here." And you never got used to um building the one city. Like it wasn't like you could sit there and build a city. You had to go build a bunch of little towns, and then once you built enough little towns, you got to build a bigger city and bigger city. It went from being like, "Oh, okay, this could be good," to "I'm just annoyed by this." And I'm finding the same things happening here. Like, go back here. Can we build the smelter here? No, of course we can't. You have to build it where the this thing is, and yeah, hate to, not give it that much of a chance, but I think I'm good on it. So, with that being said, I think I'm gonna end the stream here, even though it's pretty early for me. And yeah, I'll play something new come Monday. Oh, what? But I will find something. You know what? I might just play Final Fantasy IV. I had the 3D remake of that, and I'm like, I know it's good. Played through FF6 a while ago, and yeah, I think I'll give that a shot. So anyway, I guess this has been Thrive Heavy Lies the Crown. Um, just really didn't capture my attention. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Until then, cheers, peace, and goodbye.